Good morning, folks. I think this is where we left off. The south central filament eruption that we analyzed on SOHO coronagraphs in which we expect to impact Earth. Since we last spoke, both Enlil spirals have been updated and show a likely impact tonight. We'll be keeping our eyes open for the solar wind effects from that one. Geomagnetic activity should elevate, but only to moderate levels. The last 24 hours on the sun were largely quiet, with a filament release off the northern departing limb and one small surge from the southern active region just about an hour ago. As you can see, there is no shortage of sunspot groups to monitor. We'll be keeping our eyes on not only the solar wind tonight, but the corona for more eruptive activity, and that monitoring will continue as we have more sunspots incoming. Top seismic event of the last day was a 6.3 that struck off the coast of Mexico this morning. It was just a few hours ago, so impact information is not available yet, but hopefully it being out to sea helped minimize the effects. It does on a regular cycle. And speaking of which, they just keep pushing this back further and further, as they should. Evidence of human activity in South America now back to 25,000 years ago. This is important because in theory, they should have been there and peaked in their civilization activity just before the 24,000 years ago event. Why don't we see more activity from 24,000 to say 20,000 years ago? Because the civilization was devastated in the event 24,000 years ago. Doesn't mean we haven't risen before. We greatly appreciate